Hello everyone, my name is Chip, and in the last few weeks I've had more than a few people ask me,
if you were to go into a tournament tomorrow, what Taxes deck would you play?
And so to help answer that question for good, I've decided to start a new series that I'm calling Try Hard Taxes. In this series, I'm going to be taking a good strong Taxes deck through a league over a number of weeks. I will only make small changes as necessary, and ultimately the goal here is to get as close to solving modern taxes as possible, while also giving you a deck building resource so you can invest in established modern taxes deck with the results to back it up.
Professionals have standards.
The series won't be replacing the content I'm currently producing, as I'm not planning on making any sweeping changes to the deck. This will drastically cut down on playtesting and brewing time, which means I can focus more on making content for you.
I see this as an absolute win.
So for those of you looking for more competitive style content from me, this will be the show for you. And for those of you who enjoy my more lighthearted stuff, fear not, there still will be jokes, memes, and snappy edits. And well, with all that said, I guess we'd better start the first episode of
Try Hard Taxes.
And so here's the deck list. I've gone with a 60 card mono white version of Taxes. It's the one I'm most comfortable with, and honestly the one I think is the most competitive. We've gone with a Saga package, as I really think that Urza's Saga gives the deck some extra punch, and it means we just don't instant lose to creatures with protection from white. Urza's Saga is itself an enchantment, so I'm running it alongside a couple of copies of Spirited Companion and Touch the Spirit Realm. These all combo very nicely with our Hall of Heliod's generosity, where perhaps we can get infinite blockers by being able to loop Spirited Companions, and we get to draw a card, so we're not actually losing anything by doing this. If we have extra mana on the table, we can replay our Urza's Saga, particularly good against control decks, and with Touch the Spirit Realm, there are certain loops we can get ourselves into. We're able to say Solitude an opponent's creature every turn, because we're able to channel the Touch the Spirit Realm and put it back on top of our library. For our Stoneforge Mystic package today, I've gone with one copy of Shadowspear, one copy of Lion Sash, and one copy of Kaldra in the main deck, and I've put Citizen's Crowbar and Batterskull in the sideboard. The reason Batterskull's in the sideboard is because against burn, sometimes it's just too slow, and Shadowspear can be grabbed off Urza's Saga as well. And because we're running Urza's Saga, we're able to run a few copies of Relic of Progenitus and Pithing Needle in the sideboard, rather than running the traditional Rest in Peace and Revoker. These are both tutorable and more easily cast than their 2-mana cousins, so I think this is just a good move to make. And because we've got our cheeky one of Hall of Heliod's generosity, I felt that running a few copies of Seal of Cleansing was appropriate. Alongside Shadowspear, we're able to use it to blow up the artifact bridges, which means we don't have to rely on a Kataki, which can tax our own artifacts, to make the affinity style matchups more bearable. Now, if you do enjoy this style of content, as I am trying something a little bit new, it would be amazing of you if you could click that like button. That lets me know that this is actually a good idea and it's more of the content you would like to see. Feedback would be appreciated in the comments. And hey, with all that said, let's get on with the league.
Round 1.
Alrighty, round 1, we've won the die roll. Let's go first. This is not a keepable hand. We're going to mulligan. This is much better. We're going to keep. So what are we going to put to the bottom? I think it's Shadowspear. We can get it with Urza's Saga later if we need it. So let's lead Plains into Aether Vial. Pass the turn there. Opponent mulligan to 6 as well. Bloodstained Mire from our opponent. And they are passing. Okay, Aether Vial ticking up. Horizon Canopy's good. So let's play Ghost, Quarter, run out Thalia. They're cracking the fetch. In response, let's activate Aether Vial, put the Esper Sentinel into play. This way, if they're getting something like a Bolt or something, they're going to have to let us draw. And if they were planning on cantripping, then we get to draw as well. Yep, they just get a tap land. Rorgrin Triome. Okay, and I guess we'll pass it there. Windswept Heath. They crack it. Stomping Ground untapped. It's Renin 6. They can't pay Renin 6. Territorial Carvu. Okay, this is going to be fun. Domain Zoo. Okay, go to my turn. Yes, tick up the Aether Vial. Urza's Saga is pretty great. So yeah, we'll play Urza's Saga, activate Aether Vial, Lion Sash into play, equip Esper Sentinel with the Lion Sash, and I think we have to let our opponent untap here. Pass the turn there. Wooded Foothills. They crack it. Down to 15. Blood Crypt. Untapped. Down to 13. Ooh, General Ferrous Rockrick. Okay, well, I'm gonna go combat. Swinging for 5. What do they choose? Discard a card and draw a card. Teferi. Okay, we'll just take it. We're going to eat Teferi. Counter on the Lion Sash, so Esper Sentinel's 2-2 now. Go to our turn. We're going to keep Aether Vial on 2. Horizon Canopy off the top. Okay. I mean, white lands are good, so we can keep exiling their grave. Yeah, let's swing in with Thalia. Take it down to 11, pass the turn there. Windswept Heath. They crack it, giving themselves a forest. Shardless Agent triggers General Ferrous. and then they cascade. Have to pay costs. Lightning Helix, targeting the Thalia. Okay, so we're going to get to draw another land. Okay, not terrible because we have the Lion Sash, which can fortunately use all this excess white mana. Okay, so they gain 3. Thalia's gone. They get another 4/4, and then Shardless Agent's going to enter. They go to combat. No attacks. Lovely. That's what we want. Well, let's beef up our board. We'll take a Windswept Heath, I think. Go to our turn. Aether Vial will tick up now. Well, that's frustrating. I mean, yeah, we make a dude here, don't we? So we make a construct, get Shadowspear, play a plains. Think we just, do we equip an attack? They'd have to lose at least 2 things. I don't hate getting aggressive here. I won't attack. Just pass the turn there. Opponent casts Lightning Bolt on the Esper Sentinel. Are they paying the 3? Oh, they sure are. But then what's really cool is we still have a 3/3. Steam Vents untapped. Another Lightning Bolt on the Lion Sash. Okay, good turn from our opponent. Goes to combat, swings in with just the Territorial Kavu, discards to draw. Well, I think I'd take it. Opponent has a spell, I accidentally clicked it. They're trying to pay costs. Go to our turn. Aether Vial will stay on 3. Okay, we're kind of flooding out a bit here. I think I'm going to draw with the Horizon Canopy. That's good. Play plains, run out Giver of Runes, run out Stoneforge Mystic, get out Kaldra, pass the turn there. No attacks. Plains from our opponent. Cycles the Triome. Okay, that's what they had in their hand. No attacks and passes. Very good for us. Aether Vial will stay on 3. Skyclave's good. Let's play Horizon Canopy, run out the Kaldra, go to combat. Yeah, let's get aggressive. Let's swing in for lethal. They block with the Shardless Agent. Put some Golem tokens in front of our construct, but the Golem tokens are red, aren't they? Red and white. So they thought I'd give protection from colorless and it would fall off, but it won't. So yeah, we'll block like that, give protection from red, eat one of the tokens, trample over for a bit of damage, gain a bunch of life, activate Aether Vial, Skyclave Apparition, to take out the Territorial Kavu, pass the turn there. Omnath, okay, it's a big boy. They get another 4/4. Another copy of Territorial Kavu, okay. No attacks and passes. Let's draw. Another copy of Skyclave's great. Aether Vial can stay on 3. That's the haul. That's good. Let's go to combat. Swing, swing, swing. Force some uncomfortable blockers from our opponent. Okay, that's a pretty clever block from them, to be honest. So I'll keep the blocking order the same. Gonna give this guy pro-red. Activate Aether Vial. Skyclave Apparition comes down, takes out the Territorial Kavu. Opponent's down to 3. I'm not gonna play the Hall of Heliod's Generosity just yet. I don't want them to know about it, so I'll just pass it there. If we draw Solitude, we can just play Hall and cast it, but I don't think it matters. Bloodbraid Elf. Triggers the general. Higetsu, who consumes all. So destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less. That's going to take out our Saga tokens, our Shadowspear, and our Giver of Runes. But I think it also takes out their Golem tokens. Yeah. Awesome. They passed the turn there. That does keep them alive because we could have given one of our creatures pro-red and just attacked for lethal last turn. Thalia's interesting. So yeah, let's play Hall. Let's run out Thalia. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 5. Force some uncomfortable blocking. It's got trample opponent.
Read it right.
Cool. Opponent didn't notice that in the wall of text, Phyrexian Gem also gets trample. To the sideboard. Burrenton Forge-Tenders are amazing. Deafening Silence and Drannith Magistrate also very good. Batterskull, those tokens are artifacts as well. If you bring in Seal of Cleansing. Thalia does a little, but not a lot. So I think maybe we'll treat this like Jund. We'll go down to 1 Aether Vial, 1 Thalia. We got 3 more cuts to make. Maybe we go down to 1 Esper Sentinel. Burrenton Forge-Tender takes its place. I don't hate it. Sanctifier en-Vec comes in as well. Didn't notice that in there. Over the last Esper Sentinel? Probably. Yeah, okay. We've just got a singleton Thalia to muck up some of their cascades, but then we also have Drannith and stuff, which is strictly better in this situation for cascade. So we'll run it back like that. Don't think this one's going to do it. This is a mulligan. Let's keep it, and let's throw back the Kaldra. Bloodstained Mire and passes. Horizon Canopy, pass. Would love to draw a land here. Opponent cracks the Bloodstained Mire in the end step. Ingartha Triome goes to their turn. Steam Vents, untapped. Territorial Kavu. Okay. Race is on. Land? No land. Urza Saga. Second look at it. Spirited Companion. There's the land. Okay. Well, think we just pass. Island from our opponent. Shardless Agent cascades into Lightning Bolt for the Spirited Companion. Opponent swings in for 5. Discards to draw. Force of Vigor. Okay. Surprising. Maybe they don't have any green cards. Let's go to our turn. Eiganjo. I think we just play that as a land. Pass the turn there. their own Eiganjo, into a Bloodbraid Elf, into another copy of Territorial Carvu. Okay, swings in for 10. Well, we have to block here. Let's block the 5, down to 8. Go to our turn, tap this for mana. I think we got to get Aether Vial here. I think we might. Shadowspear might help us get back into it as well. So let's say we're going to play land. We're going to play Skyclave and Burrenton. And then we're playing Flickerwisp. I guess Aether Vial's the pick. So we're not going to have mana left over to equip right now. Sure, Aether Vial. Let's play Ghost Quarter. Let's lose a life, run out Skyclave, take out a Territorial Carvu, sacrifice Ghost Quarter targeting our own Horizon Canopy, get ourselves a Plains, run out a Burrenton Forge-Tender, pass the turn there, and has an Omnath, Blood Crypt, gains 4 life. Discarding to draw. Let's go to blockers, Burrenton in front of the Territorial Carvu. We'll just take the rest, go to our turn, Aether Vial ticking up. So we can survive to next turn. So then I guess Seal of Cleansing is the play. Pass the turn there, and it goes to combat. Swings in, discards to draw, Force of Vigor. Okay, let's go to blocks, block Bloodbraid, block Territorial Carvu, sacrifice Seal of Cleansing, hit the Shardless Agent, sacrifice Burrenton Forge-Tender, target the Omnath. Okay, Skyclave goes away. All right, that wasn't great. Still run it back though. Let's go first. Wow, we're really getting stuck on one land. And I suppose, yeah, we cut a land as well. So mulligan. Wow. Yeah, this ain't great. This is not great, Dak. Mulligan again. That'll do. Let's keep 2 cards to the bottom. Eiganjo. Is it touch the Spirit Realm here? Yeah. Let's go Plains. Give Reverence. I suppose Deafening Silence doesn't do a lot. All their Cascaders are creatures. That was silly. Why did I bring that in? All right, we pass the turn there. Opponent plays a Windswept Heath and also passes. Burrenton Forge-Tender is very good. Plains, Stoneforge Mystic. We're going to get Kaldra. We know they have Force of Vigor, and we'll just pass. So the only way this backfires is if they have exactly 2 bolts. Windswept Heath. I suppose Bolt and Lightning Helix over the next turn. No, Zagoth Triome. Doesn't tap for red. Okay, I think we're in the clear. Pass it there. Stomping Ground, untapped. Renin 6. Okay, that's going to be fine. Let's go to our turn. Shadowspear as well. Awesome. Well, let's get aggressive. Activate Stoneforge. Kaldra into play. Go to combat. Hit them for 5. Pass the turn there. Windswept Heath. They crack it. Plains, Shardless Agent, yep, Cascades, to another copy of Renin 6. Well, that's the risk you take, I suppose. They're getting their Windswept Heath back, and they are passing the turn there. Ghost Quarter's pretty great, so we just go Shadowspear equip. Our life total's pretty high. I don't think we need to gain life just yet. Let's run out Burrenton. Let's run out Shadowspear. Let's run out Deafening Silence. Go to combat. Just swing in for 5 at them. Take it down to 6, pass the turn. Opponent casts Lightning Bolt on the Giver of Runes. Okay, so do we sacrifice here? Because they might be setting up a Fury. So yeah, let's sacrifice, prevent the damage from the Lightning Bolt. Now they can't cast another non-creature. Blood Crypt, tapped, ticks up the Renin 6. Okay, probably wants to be able to try and bolt every turn. Horizon Canopy. Yeah, let's just pay double white to equip the Shadowspear here. Let's go to combat. What happens if I swing with everything? So this cancels out this, hit them for 6. Hey, got there. Good old Tax's aggression does it again. Oh, I was so worried we had to mulligan so much, but we are getting good spells. We do run good spells. And also in that first game, we kind of flooded, but we still managed to win. So very happy with that. Deafening Silence might have actually put in some work there, but that was a bad move on my part bringing that in. All right, 1-0.
Round 2.
All right, round 2, and we've won the die roll. Do technically have interaction, but I'm going to mulligan. That was a good choice. I'm going to keep this one. I think I'm going to throw Ghost Quarter away. All right, let's lead Plains into Aether Vial. Pass the turn there. Forest into an Arboreal Grazer. This is going to be a real challenge into an Urza Saga. So it's Amulet Titan. Always a tough matchup, but this is not a great hand for it. Aether Vial will tick up. To run out Urza Saga. I suppose we run out Esper Sentinel now. Don't imagine it'll do a lot, but we'll just pass the turn there. Urza Saga ticking up for our opponent. Turn Timber. They took some damage for that. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Okay. Gruul Turf gets to return a land to their hand. Goes for their basic forest. Okay. Let's go to our turn. Aether Vial will tick up. Solitude's nice. Let's play Plains. Pass the turn. No attacks. Urza's Saga going off. They're just tapping it for mana. Amulet's down. Selesnya Sanctuary. Okay. That happens. Another Selesnya Sanctuary. Lots of mana. Primeval Titan. Okay. You got it. Search up your lands. Handweir Battlements and Valakut. Okay. Giving the Primeval Titan haste. Go to the beginning of combat, cast Solitude, ditching Lion Sash. Let's take out the Primeval Titan. Touch the Spirit Realm on the Solitude. Opponent's going to swing in for 2 while they can. Expedition map. They can pay the 1 for the Esper Sentinel. They do. Go to our turn, touch the Spirit Realm. We'll bring back our Solitude. We're going to take out the Dryad. Now, unfortunately, this Expedition map can probably get them another Dryad. Let's go to our turn. Aether Vial. What's better, 2 or 3 here? 3. So yeah, we'll tick it up. That's very good. Let's make a construct. Go to get an artifact. I think we grab Shadowspear here. Go to combat, swing in for 3. And then in the end step, I think we activate Aether Vial, Skyclave Apparition, take out the Expedition map.
You know what? I'm taking this.
Pass the turn there. Another copy of Amulet of Vigor, Selesnya Sanctuary, is this a Titan? Turn Timber Symbiosis, okay. Top 7 cards, Arboreal Grazer, alright, we can handle an Arboreal Grazer, that's fine. It's got a big back end to it, but we'll manage. And they play a Forest off the Arboreal Grazer. So I'd say they're pretty much out of fuel, we just need to get through this Grazer. Aether Vial will stay on 3. Plains is okay. Let's play Plains. I suppose we just have to equip to the construct and swing in. They'll block. We'll swing in. We'll block. Just get our life total high enough. Swing in for 5. Yep, they block. We got up to 26. Pass the turn there. Now, they're capable of much more explosive turns than we are, so the race is definitely on. I suppose it's almost tempting to tick the Aether Vial up to 5 in case we draw a Solitude, and we can cast everything else. We don't need to do anything at instant speed right now. I think I've talked myself into it. Spirited Companion's a good draw. Let's run that out. Esper Sentinel's a good draw. Let's run that out. Go to combat, attack for 6. So this means it'll eat the Grazer if they block with it, which they choose not to. So they're down to 16, we're up to 32. If we can take down game 1, be impressed. Dryad of the Elysian Grove, okay, that causes problems. Lots of problems. Yep, Gruul Turf, that's a Valakut trigger. This means they can take out the construct. They're taking out the Solitude, okay. Selesnya Sanctuary, taking out the Skyclave, okay. So this gives them a 1/1. We still currently have a 6/6, so hopefully there's no big Titans or anything coming. Oh, Arboreal Grazer, oh no. Probably going to take out a Sentinel here. Spirited Companion, okay, that's fine. Now, obviously, every land they play is a gunshot, and they've got bounce lands. They get 2 a turn, so we really need to draw something good here. So Aether Vial will tick up to 5. Horizon Canopy is a redraw. That's not it. Swing in for 6. They block with a Grazer. We're going to trample over for 3, up to 38. Okay, so maybe we got time. Let's play Giver of Runes. Pass the turn there. We just need to draw an answer for the Dryad. We have a few in the deck. Urza's Saga. Okay, that's going to hurt. Hits the Giver of Runes though. Okay. Selesnya Sanctuary. That'll probably hit an Esper Sentinel. Yep. Okay. So our construct's down to a 5/5, but they're giving us time. I would have double hit the construct at one point. Now they still can't beat the construct in combat. Let's go to our turn. Aether Vial will stay on 5. Stoneforge is pretty good. So we probably have to get like Lion Sash, I'd say. Swing in for 5. Yep, so we're just gaining life off this thing. Let's run out Stoneforge Mystic. We're going to grab the Lion Sash. Oh, we've already spent it. Yeah, we have to grab the Kaldra. Okay, I mean, we got 1 card out of the deck. This forces the Valakut to hit the Stoneforge as well. There's a Saga ticking up. Selesnya Sanctuary. Yep, they hit the Stoneforge. Selesnya Sanctuary. They go after the Sentinel here. Sure do. All right, Sentinel down. Swinging in for 2. All right, well, we'll take it. Let's go to our turn. Aether Vial can stay on 5. Let's run out Thalia. Pass the turn there. Heck of a game. They're making a construct. Making a construct. Hopefully they can only grab an amulet here. Relic. Okay, it's a redraw for them. Castle Garenbrig. Yep, shoots the Thalia, swings in for 6. We're just going to take it, I guess. Selesnya Sanctuary comes down. Come on, something to deal with this Dryad. It's tearing us apart. They hit us for 3. Aether Vial will stay on 5. Well, I suppose that's helpful. Another Aether Vial. So the construct's still dead this turn, but if we attack, it's definitely dead. Could gain 5 more life off it, though. Yeah, let's gain 5 more life. It might be important. Beseiju. Okay, let's use Beseiju's ability to get ourselves a Plains. Now they're going to eat the construct. Pass to them. It's going to take a pretty impressive series of draws to get through this. Attacks for 16. Okay, well, we're dead in 2 turns. So next turn, we're dead. Cracks the Relic to draw a card. Urza's Saga. Domes us for 3. Selesnya Sanctuary will dome us for another 3. Now I'm not even sure a Solitude off the top saves us. I think it would need to be something like Spirited Companion into Solitude, just the extra blocker. Go to our turn, tick our little Aether Vial up, keep the other one on 5, so no, yes. Flickerwisp doesn't do it, and that be the game. Man, that was really upsetting. We just kind of ran out of fuel. Seal of Cleansing's coming in. Think Damping Spheres come in. Is there anything else good? Citizen's Crowbar comes in. Does Batterskull come in? I don't hate it, particularly over like Lion Sash. I could see that. Bring that in over Lion Sash. Thalia's not great, so we'll cut that. Sentinel's not ideal either. Run it back like that, I guess. Really would have liked to have won that first game. All right, let's go first. I'm going to keep. We have 2 amazing cards against them. Plains into Esper Sentinel. And now if they lead on Amulet, we get to draw as well. Valakut. Well, hopefully land off the top then. Nope. Swinging for 1. Pass it there. Forest. Amulet. Yep, now they can pay the 1. A little annoying. Well, we gambled on this hand, but if we can draw a land this turn, it'd kind of be worth it taking out that amulet. There it is. Eiganjo. Seal of Cleansing. Take out the amulet. Go to combat. Swinging for 1. Pass the turn there. Urza's Saga. Okay. Into Tireless Tracker. Okay, Skyclave can deal with that. Horizon Canopy, Seal of Cleansing, take out the Saga, pass the turn there. Arboreal Grazer puts a Gruul Turf into play. Bounces the Forest. Plays the Forest. Swings in for 3, no blocks from us. Cracks a clue to make it 4. Sure. Draws another card. Aether Vial's not bad. We can play that the turn we play Stoneforge. Skyclave Apparition. Take out Tireless Tracker. Pass the turn there. No attacks. Opponent cracks the clue. That's good for us. Another tap land. Bounces the Forest to hand. Okay. Let's go to our turn. Plains is actually pretty good here. Stoneforge Mystic. Kaldra. Stoneforge Mystic. Let's grab Citizen's Crowbar. Go to combat. Swing in. Opponent has Dismember on the Skyclave, which will get rid of our Esper Sentinel as well because they'll have a blocker. Oh, that's upsetting. But they had to spend it this way, which means Stoneforge gets to stick around. I guess maybe they have another one for the Kaldra. That's interesting. Forest. Primeval Titan. Okay. Crumbling Vestige. Adds mana. Thalia West as well. Pithing Needle to name Stoneforge. That sucks. That's not good at all. But I guess that means they don't have an answer for the Kaldra because we have this Citizen's Crowbar that can deal with it. They swing in for 3. Okay, well, we'll take it. Land off the top would be very nice. There it is. Skyclave Apparition. Take out the Pithing Needle. Pass the turn there. Are we dead? Amulet of Vigor. Primeval Titan. Awesome. Hand with Battlements. Another copy of Valakut. Gives the other Primeval Titan haste. Let's let them decide what lands they're getting. Boseiju and Golgari Rot Farm. Okay. Bounces the Boseiju. What does the other one get? 2 copies of Simic Growth Chamber. Well, we're going to tap a Stoneforge. Run out the Kaldra. They have the Dismember. Okay, well, I mean, that's fun. Yeah, unfortunately they had 2 answers in hand, and us getting stuck on lands didn't seem to matter too much, but Titan's a tough matchup. Even like we dealt with so much of their stuff with Seal of Cleansing, Skyclaves. We definitely spent everything we had, so tough, tough, tough.
Round 3.
All right, round 3, we've won the die roll. Let's keep this hand. Now, a lot of time with hands like these, I'm never quite sure if I should lead on Esper Sentinel or Aether Vial. Opponent hasn't revealed a companion, so I'm going to lead on Aether Vial because I've got the Urza Saga. So let's lead on Horizon Canopy into Aether Vial. This just means we can get down Esper Sentinel and Stoneforge Mystic whilst getting the full value out of our Urza Saga as quickly as possible.
Here endeth the lesson.
Pass the turn there. Urza's mine. Gross. Into Chromatic Sphere. Well, let's tick up our Aether Vial. Flickerwisp is good. Urza Saga. To run out Stoneforge Mystic. Kaldra. Activate Aether Vial. Esper Sentinel. Pass. Alright, they crack the Chromatic Sphere. Ancient Stirrings, giving us a card. Thank you very much.
That's why I'm here.
Solitude's good. Chromatic Star. So 2 Urza's mine. So this Flickerwisp can keep them off Tron. That's good. Go to our turn. Aether Vial ticking up. Another copy of Aether Vial. Well, I think that settles that. It's Horizon Canopy. Aether Vial. Activate Stoneforge Mystic. Kaldra into play. Go to combat. Swing in for 6. Pass the turn there. They're down to 14. Chromatic Star is cracked. And opponent scoops it up there. Can't beat our aggression.
Very good.
All right, to the sideboard. Pithing Needle comes in. Damping Spheres come in. Citizen's Crowbar and Seal of Cleansings come in. I think that's it. Deafening Silence, I could definitely see an argument for. I think we have enough. So we're going to cut Lion Sash entirely. Going to trim a couple of Aether Vials, and I think I'm going to cut the Spirited Companions. Run it back like that. This one's a keep. Urza's Tower. Into a Chromatic Star. They pass to us. Plains. Into Aether Vial. Pass the turn there. They crack the Chromatic Star for green. Urza's mine. Nature's Claim on my Aether Vial. Okay, that's rough. Urza's Saga. Damping Sphere. Pass the turn there. Forest. Okay. Hopefully they don't have the hate piece for the Damping Sphere in hand. Go to our turn. Eiganjo too. Okay. So we could run out Sentinel Giver of Runes here. I actually like just running out Eiganjo and passing. We're just going to make a construct and get an Aether Vial next turn if they let us it there. They could have Force of Vigor as well, which would hurt. They appear to be doing nothing. Okay, make a construct. Go to our turn. Thalia's good. Let's make a construct. Should have 1 more Aether Vial. There it is. And that's why we run 2. Play another copy of Urza's Saga. Go to combat. Swing in for 4. They have Dismember. Okay, they take out a construct. It does deal 4 damage to them, so it's as if they got hit anyway. Pass to them. They are passing to us. Aether Vial will tick up. Urza's Saga has also ticked up. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 3. Do we make a dude here? I think we wait. So we'll just hit them for 3, because we could have hit them for 5 if we Esper Sentinel had made a token, but I don't think we need to. So now we'll pass to them. Warping Whale to create a construct, or create a Scion. Okay, so now we Solitude. I think we ditch Thalia here, because they obviously need the mana, and we're saying no. Pass to their turn. This is mine. Khan the Great Creator. To activate Aether Vial, Esper Sentinel into play. They're revealing an artifact. Ratchet Bomb. Okay. Let's make a construct. Go to our turn. Aether Vial will tick up. And I think we have it. Let's activate Urza's Saga. Make another construct. Let's use this Urza's Saga to go get Pithing Needle. Name Ratchet Bomb. Go to combat and attack them for ultra lethal. Boom! All right. Taxes still amazing against Tron. That was great. It was a good fast one too.
Round 4.
Alrighty, let's go first. We've won the die roll again. Let's keep this hand. Let's go Horizon Canopy into Giver of Runes. Pass the turn there. Flooded Strand, they crack it. Hallowed Fountain, untapped. Esper Sentinel, okay. Memnite, so this is hammer time. Let's go to my turn. Plains is an amazing pickup. Stoneforge Mystic, Kaldra. Pass the turn there. Portable Hole. Okay, let's give Stoneforge Pro White, Otawara, and Thoughtcast. So maybe this isn't hammer time. Maybe this is just straight up affinity. Go to our turn, touch the Spirit Realm. Let's run out Horizon Canopy, Skyclave Apparition, take out Portable Hole, pass the turn there. And opponent scoops it up there. Very nice. They scooped an entire match. Wow. Wow, they had no interest in fighting us. Oh my goodness, that was quick. I think because they're like Affinity, if they can't win game 1, they don't think they can win game 2 and 3 when we bring in all our artifact hate. Yeah, okay, I'm really happy with that. I thought the Tron matchup was fast. Whew.
Round 5.
All right, we've won the die roll. Let's go first. I think we've won the die roll every time. One lander but Aether Vial and Solitude. I'm gonna keep. Horizon Canopy, run out the Aether Vial, pass the turn there. Overgrown Tomb, untapped. Okay, this is going to be a Thoughtseize. Ignoble Hierarch. Okay, so it's Yawgmoth combo. So against this match specifically, I think Esper Sentinel doesn't do enough, but Kaldra's amazing. And we have the Aether Vial, so we don't have to expose the Kaldra to a Thoughtseize. Plains is great. So let's run out Thalia here. Pass the turn there. Windswept Heath, they crack it. Godless Shrine. Okay, white. Maybe not Yawgmoth, maybe Abzan of some sort. Into their own Stoneforge. Okay. Batterskull. No attacks. In the end step, we're going to Solitude ditching Esper Sentinel, take out the Stoneforge, activate Aether Vial, Giver of Runes into play, go to our turn. Aether Vial will tick up to 2. Let's hardcast another copy of Giver of Runes, go to combat, swing in for 2. Pass the turn there. Now with 2 Giver of Runes and a Thalia, it's going to be very difficult for them to deal with our board. Marsh Flats. Liliana of the Veil gets us here a little bit. All right, they're cracking the Marsh Flats. Swamp. Turak Dread Cantor. Okay, that's going to enter. Activate Aether Vial. Yes. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. No. So they get no discard. Go to our turn. Aether Vial is probably still better on 2, is it? We can pay the 2 mana for everything. So yeah, we're going to tick it up to 3. Eiganjo's nice. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 3. Here they are thinking, oh, they don't realize that I've got pro white. And here I go going, yeah, I did. I have an Eiganjo. All right, they take it down to 12, pass the turn there. You got played, son. Their own Stoneforge. Okay, this is going to be tricky. This is where things get difficult. Sword of Fire and Ice, okay. And Tarmogoyf, rough. Wouldn't say no to a Lion Sash right now. Aether Vial staying on 3, I think. Another copy of Aether Vial, I guess. We'll just run that out and pass. Plains, would love to draw a Kaldra. Voidwalker, rough, can't block that. So now Batterskull's coming down. They might even already have the Kaldra in hand. Let's go to our turn. Okay, let's keep the Aether Vial on 3. Let's tick this Aether Vial up to 1. To run out Spirited Companion, good little blocker. Redraw, Skyclave Apparition. Okay, let's just pass the turn. They're putting Batterskull into play, or is it a Kaldra? Well, they're thinking. Sword of Fire and Ice, okay. Equips it to the Voidwalker, swinging in. Activate Aether Vial, Skyclave Apparition. Let's take out the Sword of Fire and Ice.
Mine.
We'll just take 4, go to our turn. Aether Vial, we're going to tick 1 up to 2 and keep the other on 3. Another copy of Aether Vial is pretty terrible. We do have to run it out, however, because we don't want them to give them fuel to discard. Pass the turn there. We've got to draw something soon, though. All right, here comes the Batterskull. Now, annoyingly, they can actually equip the Voidwalker with the Batterskull, which means we don't have much time at all. Yep, they do it. He's swinging for 8, unblockable. Take it down to 2. Go to our turn. I'm going to say no on these, and then we're going to say yes on the last one. Let's crack Horizon Canopy for a redraw. Esper Sentinel, and that's the game.
Disappointed!
Okay, rough. Well, I think these Relic of Progenitus come in, so does the Batterskull. Sanctifier en-Vec's pretty good. I want Citizen's Crowbar. Couldn't hurt. Okay, so do we treat this matchup like we would a Jund matchup? Well, we don't want extra cards. It's weird because we don't want extra cards in our hand, so we're going to ditch the Spirited Companion. And then I think I'm ditching 2 Aether Vials. I'm actually going to bring in a Seal of Cleansing over an Aether Vial, and I will cut 1 Thalia for another copy of Seal of Cleansing, I think. Yeah, I'll run it back like that. Hopefully we have enough artifact enchantment removal that we can deal with anything they put down. We can deal with Kaldra with Shadowspear. We're going to keep this hand. Opponent keeps their 7. We're going to go Plains, Relic of Progenitus, pass. Overgrown Tomb, into the Inquisition. Yep, they got 2 choices to take. They do go after the Stoneforge. Let's take out their Inquisition. Go to our turn. Horizon Canopy, Esper Sentinel, pass the turn there. Suppose we should have gone Lion Sash, but oh no, we can still go Lion Sash, eat. Get their own Stoneforge, okay. Kaldra. All right, we need an answer for that. Quick, smart. Let's draw here. Another copy of Esper Sentinel's not great. Let's play Urza's Saga. Esper Sentinel. Lion Sash. Pass the turn there. Opponent puts the Kaldra into play. Swings in for 5. Got no choice but to take it. Go to my turn. Skyclave's okay, I guess. Hall of Heliod's Generosity. Pass the turn. Suppose we could have attacked there. Not like we're blocking. Well, I suppose we're presenting a pretty decent clock with these Saga tokens. All right, we're going to take 5. Down to 8. Thalia might be really good here as well. If they're stuck on 2 lands. They're not. Okay. Temple Garden untapped. Oof. What does that mean? Can't be anything good. Prismatic Ending, 2 colors on the Lion Sash. Okay. Do we get to draw? We're going to draw 1. Okay. And that 1 is a Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. Sure. Lion Sash gone. Urza's Saga, do your thing. Go to our turn. What do we draw? Plains. So then, yeah, it's Saga token, Shadowspear, Plains, equip. Go to combat, attack for 6. Up to 13, they're down to 10, pass the turn there. They swing in for 5, we're just going to take it. Back down to 8. Punishment, destroy each creature and enchantment and artifact with mana value of X. So they're doing X equals 1. This will get rid of our Shadowspears and our Esper Sentinels. Okay, we get to draw 1 and another one. Skyclave's pretty good. Let's go to our turn. Flickerwisp is nice. Stoneforge Mystic or Kaldra. Go to combat, attack for 4. Opponent takes it. Flickerwisp, take out the Germ token. Pass the turn there. I think we had it next turn even without Stoneforge, so maybe we should have played Thalia just to stop any shenanigans from happening. Blooming Marsh, very heady game. Prismatic Ending on the Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. Inquisition, sure, do your worst. Think we got it. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to game 3. Do I want to change anything? Don't think so. I'm really happy with our lineup. Another Thalia might be nice, but I don't really want to cut anything for it. So yeah, we'll just run it back like this. Hopefully we get like an early Touch the Spirit Realm Solitude to blow them out and just get in there. Hand hate really hurts though. All right, opponent gets to go first. So we need a really good hand here. And opponent's really in the tank here, deciding whether or not they go first. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're taking out their garbage. We've all been there. Sure are taking their time about it. Maybe they're having internet problems. Although it should say they're disconnected. So don't know, personal problems maybe. Oh, they're back. This is a really solid hand as well. I'm gonna keep. Oh, they lead on tap land. That's great. Let's go to our turn. Flagstones into Esper Sentinel. Pass the turn there. Concealed Courtyard. Dorothy Voidwalker. Go to our turn. Another Solitude's nice. Plains. Go to combat. Swing in for 1. Pass it there. Opponent swings in for 3. We're just going to take it. Goes to their second main. Plays a swamp. Grist the Hunger Tide. Okay. Ticks up to create a insect. Sure. Mills a Tarmogoyf. We're going to cast Solitude. What do I ditch? Ditching Skyclave. Take out the Dorothy. Touch the Spirit Realm on our Solitude. So this means our turn 2 has undone their entire turn 3. And then our turn 3 attack will undo their Grist. Another Touch the Spirit Realm's pretty hot. Let's go to combat. Let's hit Grist. Okay. Pass the turn there. Now, unfortunately, a Turok would hurt. Tarmogoyf. Overgrown Tomb tapped. And they're just passing. Let's touch the Spirit Realm on our Solitude. We could have Solituded the other one. Like we could have cast the other Solitude and then touched that, but I think this is good enough. There's a Saga. Go to combat. Attack them. Run out Sanctifier. Pass the turn there. Now this means if they have a Turok, we can Solitude still, so they don't get any points. Yeah, there it is.
I knew it.
Okay, Turok enters. Cast Solitude, ditching Flickerwisp. No targets. Solitude goes away. They still make us discard 2, but this way we don't give them the, I don't know, the satisfaction of getting counters counters on it. Go to our turn. Land would be nice. That's it. Play it. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. Pass the turn there. Besiege you on my Urza's Saga. Well, we'll make a construct in response. Get ourselves a Plains. Temple Garden untapped. They're just passing. Okay. Skyclave doesn't do a lot. Let's go to combat, swing in for 4. Kaya's Guile. Each opponent sacrifices a creature, and then they create a 1/1 black spirit token with flying. You're paying the 1. Sack the Solitude. They're taking it. Run out Skyclave for no value. Pass the turn there. Got a lot of great draws here. Suppose so do they. Batterskull letting us draw. Urza's Saga's great. That's fantastic. No attacks and passes. They probably want to equip the Batterskull to the spirit token, which I can say no to right now. Urza's Saga. Flickerwisp, get rid of the spirit token, pass the turn there. All right, prismatic ending on the Sanctifier. Yeah, okay, that hurts. And they are paying for the Esper Sentinel. Sure, just take it, because if they equip it to the Turok, we're in trouble. Punishment gets rid of our Urza's Saga. Okay, also gets rid of their Batterskull gem and our token. Let's crack Horizon Canopy to draw. Skyclave, it's okay. Citizen's Crowbar is really good. Let's run that out. Go to combat, swing in the air for 3. Pass the turn there. Did they draw a way to deal with Citizen's Crowbar? Godless Shrine, tapped. That's not a way to deal with it. All right, Batterskull's going away. They went to combat. They didn't even equip. Wow, okay. Go to our turn. Another copy of Urza's Saga. Swing in for 3. So they're trying to hold up 3 mana so they can bounce the Batterskull, I guess. But I don't think it's going to matter too much. Because they do it now, I just pop it. So now they can do it twice, but that means they can't cast anything. Go to our turn. Kaldra's pretty cool. Go to combat. Attack in the air for 3. Pass the turn there. Tarmogoyf, doesn't matter. Thoughtseize, are you paying the 1? Sure aren't. So let us draw. They're going to take 2 life here, which, yeah, means we've got quite the clock. So they're trying to pump up the Turok. Gain more life with the Batterskull, I suppose. Go to the end step. Make a construct. Go to our turn. Make a construct. Let's go a Tutorin. So what if we get Relic and swing with everything? So we hit them for 3 down to 4. Surely they can't block at all. So they'll block here, and then they still take 4, I think. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, what if we just get Shadowspear and attack with everything? Go to combat, attack with everything. Maths is for blockers. We're going to trample over for 1 if you do that. Hey, yes. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, it was such a tough game, but we got there. Oh, that's fantastic. I love our tools. It's just so good. Citizen's Crowbar stopping that Batterskull from doing anything until we could attack. It's so good. Alrighty, scored ourselves the 4-1 with our competitive Death and Taxes build. So once again, the reason I've built this list is I've had a lot of you ask, what Taxes deck would I take to a league tomorrow? Would I take to a modern tournament tomorrow? Right now I'm leaning on this one. I'm not doing anything too crazy with this one. Perhaps the most out there thing is a couple of copies of Spirited Companion and Hall of Heliod's Generosity. Hall of Heliod's Generosity just combos so well with Urza's Saga, Touch the Spirit Realm, and Spirited Companion. It feels pretty good to run. We are running it over the 3rd copy of Ghost Quarter, and we're running Eiganjo over the 4th copy of Ghost Quarter. So we're quite Ghost Quarter light. However, I feel like Damping Sphere in the sideboard might make up for that against our Tron matchups. And that seemed to work against Tron, which was... So we only lost to Amulet Titan, which is traditionally a pretty impossible matchup for this deck. I'm not sure if the Urion builds can handle it better, but I know we, for a fact, do struggle. We did keep a 1-lander against them because the odds were against us, but that didn't stop us casting our spells. We ended the game with 2 spells in hand that wouldn't have done an awful lot to change the game, so we did get to use all our resources. We threw everything we had at them and they still beat us. So unless we really mulligan into Damping Sphere, I don't see what else we can do to shore up that matchup. But as far as the rest of the games go, I'm really happy with how the deck performed. So against the 5-color Zoo deck, so we were able to deal more damage than they could handle because they don't have a lot of turn 1 plays. Citizen's Crowbar really proved itself in that last Abzan game. We were able to paralyze our opponents. They couldn't do anything. And then we were just able to swing in because we had paralyzed them into inaction with our taxing pieces and our Citizen's Crowbar. They weren't able to respond effectively to the threats we were putting down, even though they were able to blow us out with Crime and Punishment. Because we'd paralyzed them so much, even things like a 2-for-1, a 3-for-1 weren't going to get them there. And we were just able to keep consistent damage coming. I really like our Stoneforge package lineup with the Shadowspear, Kaldra, and Lion Sash in the main, Citizen's Crowbar and Batterskull in the side. Would absolutely love to be running Eater of Virtue. Don't think there's room for it in this list currently. If we switched over to a Urion build, absolutely there's room for it, but also you don't want to water down your deck too much. Equipment that comes in with a body is ideal. Equipment that can do something without a body, like Shadowspear, again, very much ideal. But yeah, I'll probably keep running this style list for a little while, maybe make a few changes here and there, nothing too dramatic. because a lot of you have been asking for more competitive lists, how to prepare for a league. And I think if we can get the deck that consistently 4-1s and occasionally 5-0s, I think that's when we've kind of solved the list. So I'm going to move more onto solving the taxes problem rather than just throwing everything new in and showing you what happens. That content will still happen, don't worry. But it might be nice that rather than doing one or the other, we spend the week doing both. And I hope that works for you, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, have fun.